So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Metro Moves. I'm your host, Kenya Gibson, and I'm sitting here with Kranium. What's up?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
You had a nice new project that just released.
correct. It's
Yeah.
called Midnight Sparks.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. This is my first album actually. I dropped a project before in 2014, I think, or 15. But over the time period, I was just dropping singles because for dancehall music, I feel like it's not priority, it's a flavor. So there's so much that we can get in at a time. So I always drop these records. So from the Song With Me and Tory Lanez Weekend to Can't Believe to the Ed Sheeran Shape of You. I just do as much stuff that I can do. You know what I mean? To like keep the flavor a part of what's going on
Right.
as I said, as much as possible, because as I said, it's not priority, it's flavor, so it's very hard to get in. So album was always on my mind to drop, but it's always about trying to be in the mix per
Right.
se. Yeah.
Where does your inspiration come from? So when you're going in to create a song, where do you get those
Um,
vibes from?
I just sex,
Okay.
to be honest,
Yeah.
100%. I'm more of like a ranch artist, like I sing the most ranchy stuff, but because of the melodies I use, it comes out very cool and shit. Like females be like, "Oh my god, I love your voice is amazing," but you be saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really influenced by things that I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been in the game for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
that's
how did you know you wanted to work in music?
Since I was a child, to be honest with you, I started off in church. I feel like in the Caribbean, once you have a grandmother who tie your head, yeah, it's a different, it's a different rule. So I had no chance but to go to church. So while I was going to church, I developed this thing where my confidence level became stronger,
Okay.
and in front of people, and then from then I just felt like this is what I wanted to do. I know I had a good voice. People always say, "Yo, you could sing, man. You should do it." So after a while, I just started singing. Left and come to the States with my uncle in Florida, who was a veteran in reggae music. His name is Screwdriver, and he just gave me the confidence more that I really needed to just go on and just follow my dreams, and the rest I just keep on putting the work until
Yeah.
here I am today with this lovely lady. So
Aw,
I'm
thank
good.
you. I appreciate
Welcome.
that.
Yeah.
So, singing in church is a lot different than, singing in the world.
Yes.
So
true.
how do you filter all that?
You know what it is? I feel like as a child growing up in the Caribbean, I feel like you do a lot to please your parents rather than yourself. So at the time going to church, it wasn't necessarily for me, but it's out of respect. Until this day, it's so weird. Until this day, I have tattoos and I have earrings, but I never ever go around my grandmother and my earrings and my tattoo. Like I always take it out just out of respect.
Sure.
So going to church back then was more of a respect thing, but it was very, it was like what I say, like an educational process for me musically, because that's where everybody could be free to play the drums or play the keyboard or go on stage and sing. So it was more like a boot camp for me.
Sure.
So now, as I grown and become a grown man, we choose our own path. Your parents can bring you thus far. So this is what I choose and this is what I love, and they support it, and that's all that matters.
And God can use you outside of the church.
Yes, 100%.
I think he uses a lot of people outside of the
Yes,
church.
you know what I mean? The 100%. I feel like to each his own, and there's no right or wrong doing to me personally. I feel like everybody have their own path, and whatever you choose unto them, I'm not gonna judge a man. It's just that if just be prepared for the consequences of whatever choices you make. Then
Right.
that's it.
True.
Yeah.
So I saw that Rumors has like over 52 million streams
Yes.
in the US.
Yeah.
What does that feel
Is
like?
it 52 million or is more? I think it's like 300 million streams at this point.
It's a lot.
Oh, you're talking about, yes, the project. Yes. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself, man. You know what I mean? I'm very proud. I always want to go as far as possible as I can go. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, as I said, we just work. And I
Yeah.
just give thanks as I go along. You know what I mean? We all want the best for ourselves. We all want better numbers. We all want more. But doing dancehall music, it's a challenge of getting it mainstream for the longest while. Even though it is mainstream, but I'm just happy for the contribution that I'm contributing.
Yeah, and you've had the opportunity to work with some really great people.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite artist to work with so far, you think?
My favorite person I've worked with so far, the record didn't come out, was Usher, because I was going through a thing at that time period, and like just the conversation that we had in the studio was like amazing, because we actually worked on a record, but we was more like just, it turned out into like a bigger brother talking to, like somebody coming to school for the first time, like, yo, listen, this is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. Don't worry about that. And I mean, take this and do that. So it was an amazing. But as far as records that came out, I loved working with Ed Sheeran. That was an amazing experience for me. Baby Rexa, that's a different world. She introduced me to a whole different world because I dug into everything that she does.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my fellow brothers also, like Alkaline, was dope working with him also.
You've worked with Ty Dolla Signs too?
That's my brother.
Yeah.
This is like, that's a different, this is like, at this point, it's like, man, like, I don't feel I would ever leave Ty off any project that I ever dropped. Because when, the funny thing is, when my first record came out, nobody has to know. And I reached out to Ty. When Ty cut his verse, we had Jason Derulo on the record, and we had Tinashe on the record. I just felt something special about Ty's voice at the time. And everybody was looking at us like we're crazy, like, Ty? You really go with Ty? Because, Ty wasn't Ty now what it was back then, 5 years ago.
Right.
But I just felt like the man is talented. And I always work with people who have talent. I don't care. Like, that's just me. I feel like, I go off me. Like, I think if I'm going to put my best on something, I don't really care who the person is who's on the record, as long as I just love whatever it is.
Right.
So that was just it for me. And Ty just always came through for me. And we did like 4 records together that came out. The Boom record, Can't Believe, Nobody Has to Know, and Hotel. So yeah, 4 records.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
What's next is just me promoting this album, Midnight Sparks, and I mean getting on the right path. I have the single out now called In Charge that we're working. And I don't really like to plan on things. I just like to do things to the best of my ability, and whatever I deserve, I will get, because I do my best for it. So, yeah.
And you got it popping in the UK too.
Yep, UK is my place. That's the home.
Do you know I've never been I've never been out of the country, so I'm embarrassed to say that.
No.
Yes, but I've never been to the UK.
That's crazy.
I know. I have to get there.
Yeah, you have to. Like, there's so much out there. Like,
Yeah.
it's, what's too, I feel like, even with me, like, the first time, like, I spoke to my manager about this, like, before, when I just came in the game, I was going on the road. I just used to just do the show, go home. Now it's like, I want to see things. I want to see what the country has to offer.
Right.
Because everything goes by so fast, especially in this in our profession. I feel like time flies very fast. It's very quick, because we do, our life is nightly life. So most of the rest during the day, I would say, and then nightly we out. So things go by very fast, and there's so much things out there to see.
Yeah.
And London is a beautiful place. It's very cold, but it's the vibe is nice. The music is nice. They have a whole, I don't know, the swag. They have the swag that I like. You know what I mean? And yeah, you should go, man. You should pop up, and they love us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the biggest difference between the vibe in the UK versus the vibe in the US?
The US, the difference is the US obviously is bigger, right? I would think it's bigger, but as far as they're more mixed culture. It's a melting pot, I would say. Like, I mean, like, everything plays. Like, you could hear everything that plays. Like, is very well rounded culturally. Like, they know everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one thing I love about them. They embrace their own, but they really like allow other things to come in. They're very entertained by different cultures and stuff like that. Like in America, it's like pitch patch. Like, you go to New York, it's a lot of Caribbean. You know what I mean? Then you go to like down south, and it's less Caribbean. It's more like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you go to Toronto, it's like, it's very mixed culture. So I feel like London is like that. It's very mixed culture.
Gotcha.
More than America, yeah. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you write a lot of songs for the ladies to vibe to. Are you single?
I'm singlish.
Single-ish. What does that mean?
I may be, I may not be in something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah.
So how does the other person or the other people feel like when you tell a woman that you're single-ish? Like, I feel like as a woman we would take that not in a good way.
I mean, I tell you before anything.
Right.
So at that point, I don't know what they think, but I would hope they think how I think. Because, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm the type of guy who, like, gets straight to the point. Like, I meet a girl and she's nice and she's gorgeous, and I'll be like, listen, like, honestly, like, I think you're dope. I think you're sweet.
Right.
I could tell I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. This is where my mindset is at. And it's up to her. I feel like sometimes guys really overthink this thing. Like, give the woman the option to know if she want to be a part of it, I don't want to be a part of it, you know.
Right.
And that's what I do. I just give them the option of understanding where my mindset is at.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as, because, you know, sometimes it's just communication is key.
Oh, for sure.
And it just take a little, let's take 5 minutes out of your time to like really get to the point. You know what I mean? But sometimes we get carried away. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes there's certain women you just don't want to lose.
Right.
And it's very selfish of a man. Like, I think that's one of the most selfish things of a man. Is like, he knows what situation he's in, and he knows this will never be more than what it is. But he's so attached to his flesh that he can't really let her go. And it happens, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it backfires. But hey,
have you ever been in that situation
100%,
before?
yes.
Yeah.
I've been in situation where I regret till this day, where it's like, I wish I've done that instead of done that.
Right.
You know? But
I think we all have.
Yeah, it comes with growth. You know?
But I don't think we live in regrets, right? I think everything is like an experience, and it like helps you learn, and it gets you to the next thing. Yeah,
some things not supposed to be an experience though. Some things are just happen too often, and you see it for it to even get in that trap. But man are so into, like, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like, we're not okay. It's like this. Watch this. A woman, I tell everybody all the time, like, a woman cheats, right? She's a human being, so she's just like anybody else. But the difference between a woman and a man is, when we do things just to do it. A woman, one comes with like attachments and come with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
But with a guy, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
So I could just come to you and just tell you whatever you want to hear, and it's like nothing to me. But when you come to me and tell me stuff, you're going to tell me stuff about what he's doing wrong. You get where I'm coming from? Because you're passionate about it. So it's like, yo, I wish this idiot would just listen when I tell him I don't like to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Us, we don't have no time for that. We know, there's no emotion involved. It's just like, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know?
Yeah. So are you looking, or if you're not looking, what are some of the things that you look for in a woman?
I don't have a specific things that I look for. I feel like I go off vibe. And I treat women like music, because I love music. Like, if I love as much I love my music, that's some different stuff. So
yeah,
I feel like to create good music, I think if you have a good interview, I think it boils down to like chemistry with the person, like flowing. Like, okay, it's cool. Like, she's not just asking me because she want to ask me. She really into it. You know what I mean? You can tell the difference. I feel like that's what it is. So if I find a woman who give me the right chemistry, then that's what it is. Yeah. And nothing else. Nothing can be chemistry.
You gotta feel the vibes.
100%.
And it can't be forced. I feel like when it's forced and you gotta like be fake and pretend, it just
it doesn't
feel
sense.
good.
It's true, 100%.
Yeah. So you're gonna sing for us today?
100%.
So what do you want to sing for us today?
I'm gonna sing the lead single off of the album.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you need a track, or you could just do it?
No, I could do it right here.
All right, good.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah. You want to cut it? All right.
Your body feel good, I love it when I'm inside you. And my girl, me no bully, but I'm in charge, yeah. As long as I'm inside you, can't run when body come, cause I'm in charge, yeah. I know you can't get enough when I'm inside you. I know you like it rough when I'm in charge, yeah. I just love it when I'm inside you. All night, animal, cause I'm in charge, yeah. If you wanna get on top, baby, we can switch it up. I just wanna fuck, I don't wanna fall in love. Baby, when I get my shot, I won't mess it up. Your body feel good, I love it when I'm inside you. Last night, one visa up.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't have any problem getting ladies at all.
Yeah, I like that.
That was nice. You have a nice voice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So listen, thank you for coming up. We appreciate it as always.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you come back.
Yeah, anytime. I'm here. I'm in the city. I'm in the cold right now.
It's so cold outside. We're just chatting about that.
So thank you so much.
But it's all good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. So you're listening to Metro Moves on iHeartRadio. Until next time, we're here with Kranium. Where can people find you at? Where can they check you out? You can follow me on Instagram at Kranium, Kranium. That's Kranium on Instagram. You could follow me on Twitter at The Real Kranium.
And if you like me and you want to book me, you could book me at bookingkranium.com. But my favorite is Instagram because my DMs be looking wonderful.
Gotcha.
So
the DM's crazy, I'm sure.
Kranium, Kranium. Go get a new album, Midnight Sparks. Peace.